Good morning and welcome to Chelmsford to the 2019 British final, just as the sun comes out on what should be an absolutely brilliant day's racing. Last year's British final, of course, was one of the best meetings of the season, and looking at this track again today, there is no reason why we shouldn't be in for a repeat performance. All the top men in the classes are back, all the champions apart from the left hand side cars are all here to defend their titles, and so I said what should be a superb day's racing we anxiously are waiting for. Oh, Cole. With me now, a young man making his British final debut, Jake Mulford. Jake, very big day for you today.
Yeah, it's really good, and there's a tough line-up, so just keep it calm and we'll see how it goes.
You've only actually ridden one Grasstrack, that was at Fenlands early on in the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, only one this year in the adults, that was really good. A good final for that day as well, so we hope that it brings it like that today.
And obviously it's a big learning curve today, because as you said, there's a lot of experienced riders, and this is a big meet in the British final. You can only learn by riding in a meeting like this, can't you?
Yeah, whatever happens today happens, but just come away as long as I've learned a good few things for next year, then it'll be a good day.
Going back to Fenlands, it is your only meeting, but you must have been delighted the way you rode in that meeting, because I said you are a former youth intermediate champion, but to come up to Fenlands and do what you did was a tremendous performance.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking on that day.
Interesting enough, you did a bit of speedway the other week. That's not the road you're going to go down, is it, Jake?
Not at the minute, just keeping on the bike while Grasstrack stopped for a little while, but I'm riding again Monday, but just keeping on the bike helps with grass and speedway.
When's your next Grasstrack meeting?
Next week on the GTs, but main meeting, I'm in Germany at the end of this month for long track, but I'm not sure for the big grass meetings.
Anyway, have a good day today, and obviously it's going to be a tremendous experience for you.
Yeah,
your first British final.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Jake. Former British champion Paul Hurry, looking forward to yet another British final.
Yeah, it's just another day out and riding the Grasstrack bike, which everyone knows I love to do. I was on the road 2 weeks. I went to Czechno last week for World On Track qualifier with Zach and Richard all. So yeah, it's just an opportunity for me to ride the Grasstrack.
And a good track, it's always good racing around here, isn't it?
Exactly, the surface is pretty good, the layout's pretty good, so it's just nice to get out there and have a blast and enjoy yourself.
And nice to get back on the 350 again?
Yeah, it's different. And it's one of those things that I've always sort of wanted to do. Even when I was sort of 16, I'd go again. And obviously my dad used to ride one quite good, so it's nice just to have a change every now and then and have a blast. And yeah, like I say, ride my bike and enjoy it.
Going back a couple of weeks to mid-shires, qualified for the European semi-final, so yeah, another European final.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just another meeting that I enjoyed riding at, and yeah, obviously it's a bonus to get to the European final, which is another sort of nice occasion. And you can't really beat them sort of big occasions because everything's so professional, and you can go there and enjoy yourself and just sort of suck up the atmosphere.
I think it's good also you've packed in the speedway now, and it's prolonged your Grasstrack career. You're doing what you want to do, where you enjoy it, and it's good to see you racing a lot.
It is. It's totally different now, obviously. When I was doing speedway and Grasstrack before, it was my job, where now I go to work during the week and then I ride my bike at a weekend, so it's a bit more of a luxury now rather than having to sort of earn my money riding bikes and doing that. So yeah, I can enjoy it, and yeah, how long I'll go on for I'm not too sure yet, but we'll just see how the body takes it and drive it.
You keep enjoying it.
Exactly.
Going back to the speedway, Paul, you've raced speedway for a long time. It's a little bit sad the way the speedway's going in this country, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. And actually they've put me onto the control board to try and sort of help a little bit. And when you see sort of what it was sort of even 5-6 years ago to what it is now, it's horrendous. And I think something's got to be done pretty drastic this winter. Otherwise it's just going to sort of keep on falling down the rankings. And
of course we're losing a lot of the youngsters for the Grasstrack and the speedway, and then it goes wrong. They don't come back to the Grasstrack, and we've lost them altogether, which is an even bigger blow, isn't it?
Exactly, and obviously I harped on about Zach earlier on, but I've tried to sort of, he's gone through that where he's spent a lot of money to be a speedway rider and you get nothing back. And then a lot of the people, they see the sort of the bigger apple riding in Poland and Sweden, what they fail to see is that a lot of the clubs fail to pay them. So it's a big attraction to go there and get the big money, but then you don't actually get the money. So with Zach, I sort of tried to sort of advise him what to do, and he wasn't enjoying his speedway because the pressure they put on you to do well, and if you don't do well, they just go and get a Swede or a pole to replace you. So yeah, you can sort of see now he's stepped away from that, and he's enjoying his grass track and long track, and it shows in his riding. So as long as we can sort of harp onto some of the others that go from grass track to speedway and just sort of try and show them what's happening, it's just trying to educate them.
I know you spent a lot of time with Zach in a path. They're unfortunate for he must have been delighted the way he rode in that European. He really wasn't a class of his own, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's funny because I go out there, but I'm trying to race, but I'm not. When I go out there on my own with everyone else, it's not a problem. But when I go out there with him, it's like I've got my son next to me. It's different. Instead of watching where I'm going, I'm watching what he's doing. And when you see things like that happen to him, it's horrible. But yeah, it's all about just trying to guide him. I've got a couple of others. Nathan Abbott's a young speedway boy, and Sonny Springer. And it's not about just making them good riders. It's about sort of trying to show them the safer way of doing things. Obviously, learning the hard way a couple of times, it sort of makes you think we don't have to go through that.
Thanks for having with us, Paul. Best of luck today. Thank you, mate.
All right, Cole.
Tom Penfold and his passenger wheel with me now. Tom, the big day for the left-handers today.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of top competition, I think, today. Especially Cousin Will coming back out again on the left-hander. Yeah, hopefully it will go well.
And good to see you've got so many of you gathered today.
Yeah, it's nice to see them all back out again.
Because when they are in full cry, it's a good sight as any to see the left-handers.
Yeah, well, they've been going for a lot of years, haven't they? So yeah, it's good to see them all out there.
Well, looking forward to it today.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Should be a good day today.
And Sean always lays out a good track.
It's a brilliant track, yeah. I didn't race last year. I had an accident with Writtle. I come and watch, and yeah, it was a brilliant track, brilliant racing. Always is.
And what position is good? What would you be happy with today? On the rostrum or
I've always put down, as long as I make the final, I've had a good day. We've all got to go to work, so it's nice to be safe. Yeah, it'd be nice to get on there. Yeah.
And I think there's also a lot of you lads who more or less the same capabilities today.
Yeah.
Which stand out. All in one equal chance.
Oh yeah, it's anyone's day. It can be anyone today. Yeah.
Is he a good lad to be behind, Will?
Tom?
Yeah.
He's alright, pretty sensible.
I know it's hair raising being a passenger on the right hand, but sometimes look even more hair raising on these.
Well, I've not done it on a right hander before, but you've got to be brainless to do it, and I'm brainless, so it's alright. Never think about anything else.
And I say it's good to see so many of you know, just group together, getting people left handed.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Thanks very much for having a word with us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right. John Morrison, passenger. Dan, as I said with Tom, looking forward to a good day today.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Nice day, weather's just about right at the moment. Don't want to be too much hotter than this, but yeah. And a lot of competition here on the lefters, which is good.
Any special preparation for the bike today, being just the British final, or just taking things as normal?
Pretty much taking things as normal. I do go over both of them pretty keen, and in the workshop. You can't, you never guarantee you're not going to have a breakdown, but you do your best, and if you keep the bike in good order, hopefully if you do have a little bit of a problem, you can fix it pretty quickly.
Looking forward to it today?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good day. I was on this track last year and it rode very well, to be fair. So
it is a super
hopefully
track.
It's going to be the same today.
Yeah, it is a very good. Sean knows you had a good track.
Yeah.
It's very fair for everybody. Yeah. And that's what you guys need, isn't it? Because some of the track, long straight tight corners. This is really the straights have just been right with the lens, aren't they?
Yeah, it does look good. I mean, I've never ridden it, obviously, but. I was up here last year and it looked like it was pretty good, so I'm looking forward to getting out there.
Same question, what would you be happy with today? On the time down the rostrum, or what would you be really realistically happy with?
I'm probably the oldest guy out there, so obviously we're all out there to win, but it's good competition. I don't think I should be right up there, but I'm hoping to be sort of midstream. I'll be happy.
And of course, with it being a straight final,
absolutely, you only guarantees, you just don't know what's going to happen, breakdowns or whatever.
Thanks, and we're with you. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers. Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett with me now. Moving on from last year. Obviously not the happiest of days last year for you two youngsters, but looking forward to a good day today.
Yeah, last year was quite unfair in our opinion, but we'll get on with it this year. Go out, enjoy ourselves, take the pressure off, just enjoy a day's racing really, see what result comes.
Sean, you haven't had all that many meetings so far this season, have you?
No, I think the weather's had a big part of it really. I think we've had almost 2 months off really, which is quite bad in the middle of the season, like, but all we want to do today is do better than last year. I think we were expecting a bit too much last year really. Young, eager, keen, but I think we've settled down a bit more this year now. It's just a shame that we've missed so many meetings because of the weather really.
Track looks excellent again. It's the right sort of nose smelling the straights, aren't they?
Yeah, we like the size really. No, it looks good. Come on, look at me. The track looks well, so we just hope it holds up.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time and a lot of money on this track by the looks of it. So it's a good day.
You haven't ridden too much. Have you been happy with what you've done so far this year? Or?
We'd like to have done a bit more, but the way you got to look at it is you want to keep yourself fresh and the bike fresh. You don't want to put too much time on the engine. Yeah, we'd like to have done a bit more on the continent maybe, but we've got to look after this country first. This country comes first.
I mean, obviously you said last year, I think you put a lot of pressure on yourselves, and this year you're more relaxed. You're going to just take it as an ordinary weekend, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, that's it. Main thing is just get to the final, and whatever happens in the final happens.
We've learned a lot compared to last year as well. We've gelled even more as a team, and we've just been learning all the time, and obviously we're the old men about not letting us forget anything, and we're just happy to put together what we learn. We know we're happy. I can read him and he can read me, so.
And I think you need to sharpen the gate up a little bit, because most of the time you miss the start, it's hard work to in the back.
Buy a pound for every time someone said that to me, I'd be rich.
Because it is 50% of the back again at the start, isn't it?
Yeah, you make the gate, it's easy. Well, it's easier on you.
I believe the work though, but what it is. I mean, we like chasing the back part, but the easier you make it on yourself, the good results come, but it's one of those things.
Having said that, if you miss in the start, consistently you're learning how to pass all the time, and that's good as well in its own way.
Yeah, that's it. The thing is, on a big meeting like this, you need to go twice as fast if you're last in the gate. Catch everyone else.
Everybody's thinking their A game today, we know easy beats, so it's got to do everyone's right. We're not bothered about that.
And with a straight final, anything can happen at the end of the day, can't it?
Yeah, exactly. Anybody's bike can break down, or someone can miss at the start, or someone can go into each other. It's what it is.
We need that slice of lady luck today, and I'm sure the rest of the field will be saying the same.
Thanks very much, lads. Have a good day today. Thank you.
Cheers.
Reigning champions Josh Coogan and Liam Brown with me now. Josh, special day today. If you do win today, you beat your dad's record.
Yeah, we're just going to give it a go. Like, it's all on the final still, so get the bikes out through the heats and then give it all in the final and hopefully take the crown home again.
Liam, back on the 500 today, Mr. Versatility. You see that different weeks, different passion for different CCs.
Yeah, I enjoy it still. I enjoy riding both. Still get the buzz out of both of them. So as long as that buzz is still there, why stop?
As you said, Josh, it's a sudden death final today. Do you think that's the best way to settle these meetings, or do you think the points should go right the way through?
No, points is useless. If you look at the races, not everyone meets each other. So at least in the final, you've got the top 6 crews, and then it's on that one race, and it makes it better for the fans that are here, because if it's on points, if I won all my races and everyone's dropped some, I know I've only got to sit in third, so you ain't getting a race in the final where that's the main race.
Liam, the track again looks superb. It produced some brilliant racing here, which did it in all classes.
Yeah, we struggled a bit last year, and then finally pulled his finger out for final, and like I say, it just paid off. We did something that shouldn't have worked, and it did. So.
A lot of top crews. Josh, who's going to be your main rival today? Obviously Mitch has been there or thereabouts the last couple of 3 years. Would you single him out as your main rival today?
No, you can't single anyone out here. It's a British final. You've got 11 crews here that want to win it, so everyone's here to be beaten. So But like I said, it's all on that final. If we can just get in that final, it's anyone's race then.
Overall, you're pleased with the results you've picked up so far this year?
Yeah, it started off well, and then we had a bit of a dip halfway through, and it kind of was a bit low. But then, like last week, we had our semi for the European final, and we got third, winning all our rides. Liam picked the wrong gate in the final, as you've probably heard. Yeah, we got third, so it's going good so far. We're on a little run now, so hopefully we can keep up for today and keep it going for the rest of the season.
So if you get the final, who's picking the gate for it?
Me.
Oh right. So you've been demoted on that cat then?
Well, as they say, yeah, I admit it, I picked the wrong gate, but I think I'm allowed one mistake.
I wasn't.
Josh, the British final has come quite early in the season this year, hasn't it? So you haven't actually had too many meetings this year.
Nah, normally with me it takes me half the season to get properly going, but you just got to get on with it. Like it's just another meeting under our bag, and then yeah, like I said, they've got a good track here. We know the setup now from last year. I think it's going to be near enough the same. So make them 5 starts and hopefully have a good day.
And of course, if you do win today, it's 5 on the trot as well, isn't it?
5 on the trot, so that leaves me one more to do, 6 on the trot. But let's just get in the final first and then take it from there.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Best of luck today.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Championship today. Firstly, wish you all the best of luck for a safe and enjoyable day's racing. Just firstly to introduce the officials for the meeting. Alan Foscue here, clerk of the course. Jay Sayer, assistant clerk of the course. I'm the ACU third eye, and Peter Gregory is our ACU national steward. Steve Brace here is also the rider liaison officer, so your first point of call, any issues during the day, Steve is your man. He's not eating. He's always eating, So firstly, the starts. When you're on the start line, stay still. No rolling starts. Sit still. Gate positions are on the grids above along the tape, so make sure you're in the right grids and sit still. Green light on the outside of the fence, so green light start. Please sit still. You've got your colours along the top, different ones for the sidecars, so make sure you're in the right grids. If you break the tapes or touch the tapes, you're excluded. It's the National Championship, so if you touch the tapes or exclude the tapes or cause a false start, we can blame you, you're out. You will be excluded from the race. Red flags, a couple of you seem to have forgotten that in practice. Please, if red flags go out, stop racing. Yellow flags, a reminder, please remain in your position. Do not overtake under yellow flags. If you do, you'll be put back to your place before you did so. If you do it again, you will be excluded from the race. Rerun races, if it's a start problem, straight back to the line for a rerun. Otherwise, back to the pits, sort yourself out, and we'll rerun it at the end of the heats. If you are the cause of the race stoppage, you're deemed the cause of the race stoppage, or you're not under power at the time of the race is stopped, you'll be excluded from the rerun. Track markers. This was a bit of a nightmare in practice, as many of you will know, because I've got a list here. In the start practice alone, on this home straight, 19 of you would be excluded for racing in the runoff. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. We'll be watching it. If you're out there, you will be excluded. It is a runoff, it's a safety zone. Stay within the defined areas of the track. It's plenty wide enough. Throttle goes both ways, race to the track. If you persistently take out track markers, you will be docked places and or excluded, depending on the officials. But please stay out of the runoff zone. It's there for your safety only. Riding in the pits, none at all. So please make sure you dismount from your bikes. No riding in the pits. Ties as per the programme, and there's the additional clause as you've all had in your championship conditions, which isn't in the programme, which means if they can't separate you under the normal system, whoever had the best result in the last set of heats will go through. Protests, £100 to protest in writing within 30 minutes of the result or a decision being announced. But please remember, you cannot protest against a statement of fact. So, for example, the starter is a judge. So if you're excluded for breaking the tapes, you cannot protest against it. It is a statement of fact. We'd like to remind everybody, because this does sometimes cause a few issues, your conduct. The officials will not tolerate any abuse from riders or their support crews. You, as the riders, are responsible for all of your dependents or your family. You are responsible, so make sure they behave themselves. Technical. So during the meeting there'll be random fuel testing and random carb checking throughout the meeting with Steve and his team. At the conclusion of the event, all bikes in the final will go into Parc Fermé. So as you leave the track, you'll be directed by the officials. The bikes will stay in Parc Fermé. Please make sure you've got your environmental mats under the bikes, and you'll stay there until the bikes are released. Presentation after the meeting will be at the finish line over here. So as soon as the last race is done, if you can go over to the finish line, please keep your suits on, your leathers, for the presentation photos. Before we disappear from the middle of the track, if you can all stay for the photo as Steve announced, so don't rush away because we're doing the photograph for Sam Norris. Once we've done that, we all need you to get your bikes and go up into the pit box for a ride lap for a presentation to the crowd. Not stopping, just a lap round.
That way and come back in that way, obviously, because we can't get them on off that one box.
Any of my fellow officials got anything you'd like to add at this point? Steve?
No, if the boys come up and ask something on your bikes, don't question it. They will do what they need to do as a technical person can come and check your bikes from the start of the meeting to the end of the meeting. If it comes up, any one of mine, any rest, if you're not letting them do anything, obviously you've got something to hide. You don't have that.
Jake?
Markers on the inside of the bend have been good in practice, so therefore it's proved you don't need to touch them. So if you do touch them and knock them out in racing, then we'll have to do what we'll have to do. So just keep it the way it was in practice, it's been very good.
Alan?
Is that a warning, Joe, or straight out?
Eh? Depends what you're doing. If you're going to come up there and knock all the markers out, there's no track for anybody else, is there? So,
Joe, question on that. If you go inside the markers, it's discretionary warning or exclusion. If you go inside the markers and overtake somebody,
if your wheels go inside, that's the rule.
Right, that's the defined end of the track.
So if you go inside the markers and overtake somebody at the same time, it's still time.
You're right.
What about Hang on, you're all talking amongst yourselves, come on.
And fitted, and they said I took pegs out with Hartley, but it weren't his front wheel, it was my head where I was getting over, and they still have got us the pegs.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to knock them out at all, you're not supposed to touch them at all. So your leg, your head, or whatever, your wheel. Just don't touch them. If you don't touch them, you don't get across the weather. Stay on the track, you won't have a problem.
What's it say in the rule book?
Exactly what we just said. Don't touch it.
Keep away from it.
Right.
Nearly done now, if you can listen up please. Alan?
If anybody breaks down, can you make get away from the track so we don't have to red flag it? Obviously, I red flag it.
Yeah, get to ropes to the boards.
So we can keep racing going so we don't have to red flag it.
Peter, anything from you?
Just to wish everybody a safe and successful day's racing, and I hope that I have nothing to do.
Thank you, Peter.
I think what we want to do is put everybody this side of the track markers to make work their weight.
Did anybody have any questions before we do the photo? Henry?
You know the start procedure? Is there going to be a start marshal that walks away and then the green light comes on and then takes, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go tighten it.
They're tightening now, though.
Any other questions?
We just come very, very back a lot.
So please cheer for your particular favourite, Henry Atkins, I'd say champion over the last 2 years, looking for a hat-trick this afternoon. Then we've got George Penfold, number 116 coming round, Liz Lap of Honour. Number 129, John Shipley, next rider to come round. Number 6, Gary Cook comes round in front of the PA box on his lap of honour for this 250 championship. Number 23, Jake Garing. Number 3, Lee Bassett. Number 72, Jake Mulford, former intermediate champion, the biggest meeting of his career so far. Only done one grass track in this country, but taking part in his first British final. Be interesting to see how Jake goes this afternoon. Luke Harris is the next rider to come there, runner-up twice in the last 3 years. That's what has happened to Luke. Graham Thomas comes round in his lap of honour, champion in 1992 and 1983. Paul Hurry on the 350 comes round, former champion in second in 2016. Phil Thomas, Martin Oliver. Neil Taylor comes round. Neil champion in 2006 and has been second 3 times. David Knowles champion in 2004, runner-up twice and 6 times he's finished in 3rd place. Andrew Whittaker, Jamie Penn-Smith in amongst the 350s now. Charlie Brooks 3rd last year. Dave Mears comes round in his lap of honour. Then 34, Colin Howe, former runner-up in the championship. Mark Taylor, number 170, second in 1998. Giles Dismore, Mark Peters, Ben Hillsley, Benjamin Leeds, Glenn Waterfield, Tim Neal, Martin Crutchington, 91 Russell Little, on the 250 Steve Tideswell, Dave Mears second twice and 3rd 3 times in the 350 championship. Stephen Green from the support classes comes round, as is Charlie Powell, and we got Dave Brown. Callum Walker, good to see Callum back on the grass racing with us again in 2019. Number 280, that's Steve Dowling on the 350s. And we got number 17, Gareth Hickmott. Good to see Gareth back racing with us. Rob Finlow, champion of course in 2017, finished second on this track last year. So Rob obviously knows a quick way around this track. Martin Sturgeon in the support class, number 1, that's Tom Perry, champion last year on this track. So there he's back to defend his crown, is Tom this year. Ryan Ashcroft on the number 45. 26, Mark Giles finished 3rd last year, and also 3rd in 2017. Stuart Mears there in the support. Barry Coates is in the 350 championship. Paul Cooper also in the 500 solo support. Paul on his lap of honour. So we have the left-handers coming round on their lap of honour. Body number 45. So Steve North comes round there, number 193, number 16 comes round. Then 96. Champion of course in 1992, Will Penfold number 22, 3 times champion of the left-handers. 125, Tony Penfold champion 2004 and 2005. Number 18, Rob Heath, second here last year. 67 on his lap of honour. Number 7, Alex Bowman comes round. Rob Heath, second here last year, number 68. Number 5 in the left-handers. Good to see so many left-handers on view this afternoon. We move on then to the 500 sidecars, led round by Simon Beard, second 3 times in the last 5 years. That's Simon Beard's proud record in this competition. Number 73, James Hogg. James Hogg 3rd in 2017. Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. Louis 21 years of age today, celebrating his birthday at the British Championship on the back of Sean Hughes. Just waiting for the rest of the 500 sidecars to come round on their lap of honour. Mitch Godden, finished second in 2016 and 17, finished third on this track last year. Number 72, Sean Harvey, 8 times the champion, of course, and one of the organising committee of this event, and always lays out a superb track here at Chelmsford. Number 3, Josh Goodwin, 6 times champion, winner over the last 4 years, looking to make it 5 times today and pass his father's record. James Hartley, Shane Minahan comes in to replace Scott Dunn. That's a reserve moving up into the meeting proper. Yeah, he's stopping it. The Vales come round on their lap of honour, and we've got Dan Berwick, number 68, on his lap of honour. Number 11, Chris Neame, with Mr. Russell in the chair there. '65, Natasha Bartlett round on her lap of honour. And finally we've got Phil and Tom Rowlands coming round on their lap of honour. Red flag, we've started without one of the riders for the seat where the red flag is out. So back in the line then to get race one away at the first time of asking, second time of asking, should I say, away they go. Graham Thomas making a good start, but Henry Atkins has gone through on the inside. Atkins leads, Thomas has gone through in the second. Looks like Charlie Brooks gone through in the third and trying to get through on the inside. Oh, and Charlie Brooks fled into the back of Graham Thomas. That is exactly what we did not want. Red flag is out. That is exactly what we didn't want on the first corner of the first race. We are still waiting for a decision about what's happening there on that race number 1. Looks like they're going to move on to race number 2, then move back to race number 1. So Luke Harris, David Knowles, Gary Cook, Jake Mulford, Anthony Sales, Russell Little and George Fenner, the riders in race number 2 of the 250s. Up full of takes, Luke Harris making a good start, he's the leader. Up the back straight for the first time, and subject look like Jake Mulford making a big move through on the inside. They go in that top corner for the first time as Jake Mulford leads for Luke Harris, holding that second place. David Knowles surprisingly back in 4th place. They come by us the first time. Mulford leads in, but Harris in second, Little in third. Knowles is in 4th place. Knowles gets inside Little to go through into 3rd place as Mulford leads him up the back straight for the second time then. Mulford leads him and Harris in second. Knowles is through to 3rd place. Little relegated to 4th. They come out of that top corner through complete lap number 2. It's a debutant who's leading this second heat of the 250s. Mulford leads him and Harris in second. Knowles has got the 3rd. Little is in 4th place. Sells is in 5. Fenner in 6. Cook in 7. That's a 7. And Jake Mulford's getting away at the front. What a start for the former youth intermediate champion. And this only is second class. fighting ever. He's clear now on the last lap, then keeping some good riders behind him. Luke Harris in second, David Knowles in third, Little is in fourth. Good scrap then on for fifth and sixth between Sales and Benner as we see Mulford up the back straight for the final time. Harris can't close the gap at all, neither can Knowles in third. Rider down on that flat. Sales has come down over on that pits corner as the checkered flag comes out of winning David there for Jake Mulford. Second is Luke Harris, third place goes to David Knowles. Russell Little is in fourth, George Penner is in 5, and Gary Cook in 6th place. So a tremendous start there for young Jake Mulford, first heat in the British Championship, and a winning ride with some good riders tucked in behind him. Race number 2 result there, and a win for number 72, Jake Mulford. Second, number 26, Luke Harris, and third, number 64, David Knowles. 91 and number 6, rider 116 is excluded for riding in the runoff zone. Rider 116 is excluded. Where we go then with the next heat of the three-run that heat, then just the 3 riders only, and Graham Thomas leads going in that top corner for the first time. Henry Atkins making a move around the outside, just the 3 runners coming out for this restart. Thomas comes back again and Atkins, but Atkins leads then Thomas in second place. Dismore is in third. Thomas again trying to get through on the inside, but Henry Atkins got the speed round the outside, so the defending champion leads going up that back straight once again. Thomas has got the second place. Dismore's dropping back in third there, pretty well spread out now in this rerun of race number 1 then. Atkins cleared the front, and Thomas obviously on his number 2 bike holding that second place position. Dismore has got the third. The order the same as they got the back straight once again. Atkins bearing on with the speed halfway up that back straight. Thomas has got the second, Dismore in third. Equal distance between these 3 as the last lap flag comes out then for the defending champion. Looks like starting off with a winning ride in his defence of the crown. Then Atkins leads, and Thomas holding second. Dismore has got the third. They are really spread out now in this rerun of race number 1. Going into that top corner for the final time, it's Henry Atkins that's going to win rerun race number 1. Atkins gets the winning ride. Graham Thomas looking down at his number 2 bike. Let's hope he hasn't got any machine problems, because number 1 bike was certainly knocked about in that incident. So Thomas coasts across the line there in second. Giles Dismore in third place. Race number 1 result, which I say, a win for number 29, Henry Atkins. Second, number 314, Graham Thomas, and third, 182, Giles Dismore. On we go to race number 3 of the 250s, Ollie Stanford, Phil Thomas, Jake Garing, Martin Hollinsby, Colin Howe, Chris Still, John Shipley, and former champion Neil Taylor. Coming up then for the start of the heat number 3 of the 250 solos. Problems at the start there, one rider lifting out of the start. The racing continues. We're still racing while we have red flag. Now we're still carrying on with the action as they go in that top corner for the first time. Neil Taylor is who leads, and Neil Taylor leads. Red flags are coming out. Eventually red flags comes out as Neil Taylor had stolen a march at the front.
Got no red flags down here, look.
assembling then for the start of the 350s. Defending champion Tom Perry in action in this race number 1 up for the tapes. Away they go. Tom Perry's got away and he looks to be in second place. He's now going for the third place, gets inside Mark Giles who made the start, but Perry has gone inside him on that top corner. Perry riding mid-track, Giles trying to come round the outside as Perry leads then for Giles on his second. Benson has got the third, Hodgson's in 4, Peters is in 5, Neil in 6, Coach in 7, that's a 7 as Tom Perry leads him up the back straight. Once again, Giles has got that second, Ben Smith is in third, and these three getting away from Hodgson who holds the 4th place position. Still Perry with a good lead over Giles, the defending champion, making a good start at the moment. Perry leads then for Giles in second, Ben Smith is in third, Hodgson is in 4, Peters in 5, Neil in 6, Coates in 7. That's still the order. They make their way up the back straight once again, and Tom Perry starting to get away at the front. Mark Giles can't close the gap at all there in that second place position. Moving on to lap 4 then, Perry clear, and Giles holding second, Ben Smith has got the third, Hodgson in 4, Peters 5, Neil in 6, with Watts leader going up the back straight. 40 followers on that leader is Tom Perry, looks behind him, big lead over Mark Giles who's got that second place position. Ben Smith is in third there, pretty well spread now in the first heat of the 350s, so Tom Perry starts off the defence with a winning ride. Mark Giles gets his second, Ben Smith is in third, going to be tight for 4th, 5th and 6th. Peters trying to find a way through on the inside of Hodgson as they race for the line, and Peters just gets inside Hodgson before, Hodgson in 5, Neil in 6, and that's the only 6 finishers. Race 4 then, a win for number 1 Tom Perry, second number 26 Mark Giles, and third number 32 Jamie Fenn Smith. 37, 137 and 77. Rider number 53 is excluded for riding in the runoff. Right, back now to the rerun of race number 3. Where we go then with this rerun. Look at him, Neil Taylor, make a line through on the inside. Neil Taylor starting to work his way through the pack, and he gets that corner first. Ollie Stanford is tucked into that third place position. They come up that top corner for the first time. Taylor goes from the inside, the outside. Stanford trying to get round the outside as Taylor leads them, but it's number 76 who's gone back through into second place. They go up the back straight once. That's Chris Still has gone through into second, but Taylor leads them, but still in second. Stanford is in third place. Looks like Shipley in 4. He could just between his top 4. But at the top corner once again, it's the former champion the leads, and coming out of that top end, Stanford again trying to get back round the edge of Chris Still to move back through into second place. Still gets back to on the inside of action for second and third. Still holds back the challenge of Stanford. Shipley gets closer in 4th place as Neil Taylor getting away the front, and Still gets back inside Ollie Stanford to move back through into second. Stanford again trying to get back round the outside of the top corner. Super racing for second and third places as Taylor leads him on to 4 then, but Stanford holding that second place. Still has got the third, Shipley in 4, Thomas in 5, Howard's in 6, that's the top 6. Going up the back straight once again then, Taylor the clear leader then, from Stanford holding second place. Still has got the third, Shipley in 4, Phil Thomas in 5, Colin Howard's in 6, checkered flag comes out, Neil Taylor gets the winning ride. Second place is Ollie Stanford, third place goes to Chris Still, 4th John Shipley, 5 Phil Thomas, 6 Colin Howard, and 7th is number 23. Race number 3 result to win for number 173 Neil Taylor, second number 11 Ollie Stanford, and third number 76 Chris Still. 129 sorry John, 129 of course John Shipley, and 22, 34 and 23. Race 5 then, we move on to another heat of the 350s. Former champion Paul Hurry in action along with Dave Mears, Andrew Whittaker, Ryan Ashcroft, the quick boys in this race number 5. 350s of course are sponsored by Hagen Shocks, 250s by NE Surfacing. Where we go then with another heat of the 350s. Paul Whiteham Junior making a cracking start. Dave Mears has now gone through in his second place, but Andrew Whittaker leads him. Look at Paul Hurley working his way through the pack. He's gone through from 5th to 2nd place as Whittaker leads. They come by the first time, being chased by Hurley in 2nd. Ascot has got the 3rd. Mears in 4th. Whiteham Junior in 5. Tideswell in 6. Leeds in 7. They go up the back straight. Once again, Whittaker being chased by Hurley. Paul Hurley is half the gap on the race lead. Look at the speed of Paul Hurley going into that top corner once again, but Whittaker's equally as quick, taking a slightly wider line, and Whittaker leads Enven Hurley, holding 2nd place. Mears is in 3rd. Ascot having a good ride in forward. Look at that scrap at the front, just a couple of bikes between Whittaker and Hurley going up that back straight once again. It's Whittaker leads Enven Hurley, holding 2nd. Hurley again winds it on, trying to close the gap on Whittaker, but Whittaker's equally as quick round the outside, and they move it on to lap 4 this time. There's Whittaker's by 2 bike length, and Hurley holding 2nd place. Hurley again trying to get through on the inside. He's almost alongside Whittaker now, going up the back straight on lap number 4. Whittaker leads Enven Hurley, holding 2nd. They're pulling away from Mears in 3rd, with Ashcroft in 4th. No one ever for Paul Hurley again trying to find a way through on the inside, but Whittaker's too quick round the outside. Andrew Whittaker wins it. Paul Hurley gets the 2nd. Dave Mears is in 3rd, while Ashcroft in 4. Whiteham Junior is in 5. Race for 5th and 6th. Tideswell just ahead of Ben Leeds. Race number 5 result then, a win for number 17, Andrew Whittaker. 2nd number 86, Paul Hurley, and 3rd number 19, Dave Mears. 45, 192, and number 3. Rider number 4, Steve Tideswell, is excluded for outside the marker pegs. Number 4, Steve Tideswell, excluded. Race 6, delete number 83. So we got Rob Finlow, former champion, 2nd last year, Glenn Waterfield, Mark Taylor, Marcus Crutchington, Steve Dowling, and Barry Powell in action in race number 6. So coming into line then for race 6, the last qualifying ride in the first set of heats for the 350s. Starters move away. Up from the tape, so away we go. Rob Finlow's made a good start. Looks like Barry Powell has gone through on the inside. Powell leads him. Finlow again back round the outside. Mark Taylor goes through into the 3rd place position. Finlow goes from the inside the track to the outside. A bit of a moment on the entry to that corner, but still has the advantage of a Powell. Powell the bike down now as they go into the pits corner for the first time. It's Finlow leads him from Powell holding that 2nd place position. Mark Taylor is in 3rd. These 3 are a long way clear the remainder of the pack as Finlow leads again going into that top corner on lap number 2. Powell trying to close the gap in 2nd. They're pulling away from Mark Taylor in 3rd then. Finlow the clear leader. From Powell holding 2nd. Mark Taylor is in 3rd place. Crutchington's in 4. Dowling is in 5. That's the top 5 as we see Rob Finlow halfway up that back straight. Once again he's starting to pull away from Barry Powell in that race for 1st and 2nd places. Mark Taylor's consolidating 3rd as he lost that flag. Comes out then for the runner-up last year. Finlow leads them from Powell holding 2nd. Taylor is in 3rd. The length of the straight clear the 4th, 5th and 6th place riders. Again Finlow looks behind him, increasing lead all the time over Barry Powell in 2nd with Mark Taylor in 3rd. Coming out of that final corner, impressive stuff from Rob Finlow. He wins race number 6. 2nd place goes to Barry Powell. 3rd is going to be Mark Taylor, and they're a long way clear of the other 3. Looks like they're going to be led home by Marcus Crutchington will come across the line in 4th, Steve Dowling in 5, Glenn Waterfield in 6th place. Race 6 result, to win for number 6, Rob Finlow. 2nd number 821, Barry Powell, and 3rd number 170, Mark Taylor. 176, 280 and 82. Over we go then to race 7, the first heat of the 500 sidecars. Mitch Godden, Dan Berwick, Sean Harvey, James Hogg, Sean Hughes and Aaron Vale. So coming into line then for this week, Mitch Godden of course third last year, runner-up in the 2 previous years. Sean Harvey 8 times British champion. James Hoggs also had a third place in the championship, so a quality lineup for race number 7, first heat of the 500 sidecars as they come into line then for their first heat. Away they go, Godden making a good start. Sunbury lifting out of the start. Looks like Sean Harvey lifted at the start as they got the back straight the first time. They're 3 abreast for first place. Sean Harvey making a move round the outside. He's on the outside of the 3 at the moment, but gets shoved into that first corner and tries to cut back for the inside one. Is Mitch Godden it is who has the advantage of the Vales. Have got the second place. Sean Harvey gets through on the inside. The move from the second Vales trying to get back through, and Sean Hughes is trying to follow him through. They're 3 abreast for second place. At the moment Harvey's got back round the outside, but Vales come again back up the inside as Godden leads into that top corner once again. Harvey holds the second place. Vales have got the third place. That's the top 3 crews can put in lap number 2. Godden leads then, but Harvey in second, Vales in third, Hogg in 4, Hughes in 5, Berwick in 6. Up to 6 they go up the back straight once again. Godden and Smith start. They're going away at the front then. Sean Harvey after a terrific scrap for third, and the second place has come through from 4th to second. Sean Hughes looking for that 4th place of James Hogg on the outside of that top corner as Godden is the race leader then. But Harvey holding second, Vales have got the third, Hughes has gone through the 4th. Variegating Hogg to 5. Berwick is in 6. They got the back straight once again. Hughes again back round the edge of Hogg to retake that third place, and Vales have got to keep alive because Sean Hughes has got him in his sights now, making a move round the outside of that top corner, trying to come through in the third place. Vales go wide to block the move as Godden gets the winning ride. Harvey picks up the second. The race for line. Hughes gets third. Vales in 4. Hogg in 5. Berwick in 6. 500 sidecar action. It's very best there in the first heat of the championship. Tremendous scrap for third and 4th place. Second, third and 4th places, and then Hughes with a tremendous ride coming through from 5th to 3rd place. Cracking 500 sidecar action there in race number 7, won by number 2 Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. Second number 72 Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg, and third number 77 Sean Hughes, Louis Bennett. 152, 73 and 68. Race 8, delete 118, put in number 5, James Hartley and Shay Minahan. So crews start to assemble then for race number 8, the second heat in the first leg of the 500s. So coming to line then for race number 8. Started to move away, still we now Josh Goodwin's got a real fly there, and Simon Beard's got away with him, and so is Rowland's got away quickly as well as they go in that top corner for the first time. It's the defending champion leads then. Simon Beard in second, looks like Natasha Bartlett's made a line round the outside to go through into second place as Simon Beard gets back through on the inside. As Goodwin leads then from Beard in second. Bartlett is in third. Bartlett again trying to get back inside Beard, but Beard holds the line and still holds second as Goodwin's pulling away the front then from Beard holding second place. Bartlett has got the third. That's the top three, and this is the second heat of the 500 sidecars. Goodwin and Brown are starting to get away at the front then. Beard now consolidating that second. Bartlett is in third. Hartley is in four. Rowland's in five. Neem in six. That's a six. They go off the back straight. Once again they start to spread now, and this is the second heat of the 500 sidecars. It's still Josh Goodwin the good lead. Simon Beard desperately trying to close the gap there in second place. Goodwin takes a real wide line on the exit from that top corner, leads him on the last lap then. From Beard holding second. Bartlett has got the third. Hartley is in four. Rowland's in five. Neem in six. Up the back straight they go for the follow time. Looks at the defending champion is going to start off his defence for the winning ride in race number 8. Second heat of the 500 sidecars. Josh Goodwin, Liam Brown get the winning ride. Simon Beard picks up the second. Bartlett's in third. Good ride to reserve. Hartley in fourth. Rowland's in five. Neem in sixth place. Race number 8 result, a win for number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Second number 4, Simon Beard and Sam Heath, and Simon gets a warning for that race. And third, number 65, Natasha Bartlett and Kim Kemper. 5, 886 and number 11. So just waiting for the left-handers to come into line for their first heat, race number 9 on the programme. So coming into order then for race number 9, as I say, that one of the crews pulling back from the tapes. Chris Barrick it is who's pulling back from the tapes, comes back into line for this first heat of the left-handers. Up for the tapes, they've all got away. Rob Heath making a good start, and the crew on the inside, that's Tommy Penfold, made the best out of all. Rob Heath making a move around the outside, and leads going in that top corner for the first time. Looks like Tommy Penfold is tucked through into that second place, with Steve North going through into third. As they come by us the first time, it's Heath to lead then from Tommy Penfold in second. North has got the third place position. Barrick is in fourth. Going up the back straight, Heath leads and being chased really hard there by Tommy Penfold in second place. Just a bite between these two, with North consolidating that third place position. Heath leads then from Penfold holding second. Penfold again trying to look for line through on the inside, but Rob Heath's holding the line at the moment. No way through the Penfold on the inside. As Heath leads then, and Tommy Penfold in second. North has got the third. 96 has now gone through into fourth place. That's Tom Penfold. So it's Heath who leads then from Tommy Penfold in second. North is in third. North trying to get inside Penfold, almost gets inside Penfold. Penfold again back round the outside to retake that second place. Heath's up by a bike then, with Penfold doing the chasing in second place. North again trying to get back through on the inside again, moving on to four this time. Heath cleared then from Penfold in second. North has got the third. The other Penfold is in four. Berwick is in 5. Morris in 6. That's a 6. And North has come to a stop. Good third place. He's come to a stop on lap number 4 then. So that leaves Heath clear then from Penfold holding that second place position. Checkered flag is out this time then, and Rob Heath gets the winning ride. Tommy Penfold comes across the line in second. That'll give Tom Penfold third. Berwick is in 4th, Morris in 5th place, so desperately bad luck then on Steve North to save third place, stopped on lap number 4. Race number 9, a win for number 18, Rob Heath, Kyle Fish. Second, number 5, Tommy Penfold, Ryan Barker. He gets a warning for Tommy Penfold and Ryan Barker. Number 5, you get a warning. And third, number 96, Tom Penfold, William Naden. 68 and 16. Race number 10, delete number 25. Billy Penfold's passenger is Will Offord. There we go then, Will Penfold made a good stop then, Virtue came to a stop and it's Bowman the lead's going up the back straight the first time. Will Penfold has got going again and holds his second place. They're two abreast for third place, going in the top corner for the first time. Bowman has the advantage and Will Penfold trying to find a way through on the inside and move from the second place, but Bowman leads then to Penfold holding second place. 67 is in third, 125 is in fourth. Penfold again round the outside of Bowman. That's a good ride by Will Penfold. He made a good start, then virtually came to a stop, got it going again and he leads up the back straight on lap number 2 then, but Bowman holding that second place position. Coming out of that top corner through complete lap number 2 then, it's a wide riding Will Penfold leads him, but Bowman holding that second place position. Billy Penfold is in third, Jay Sullivan is in fourth place and really struggling back there in fourth place as they go up the back straight once again. Will Penfold's getting away the front, then Bowman holds that second. Billy Penfold gets a little bit close in third. Sullivan is struggling back there in fourth place and just about keeping it going as the last flag comes out then for the multi-champion. Will Penfold clear the front, Bowman still holds that second. Billy Penfold definitely getting closer in third. Sullivan is just struggling in fourth. The interest for second and third places with Billy Penfold's only a bite down on Bowman now as they go up the back straight for the full time. Will Penfold totally in control of the front. Penfold making a move around the edge of Bowman to try and get that second place position as Will Penfold picks up the winning ride. Bowman, is he going to hang on to second? Bowman hangs on to second. Billy Penfold is in third and Sullivan coasting in fourth place. Race 10 result, to win for number 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Payne. Second, number 7, Alex Bowman, Mark Hopkins. And third, 125, Billy Penfold, Will Offord, who gets a warning, official warning to Billy Penfold. And fourth, number 67. Race 11 then is the 500 solo support class. Up for the tape, so away they go then. And it's Callum Walker who's made a cracking start and leads going up the back straight for the first time as Stephen Green's gone round outside. Paul Cooper trying to get through on the inside as Stephen Green leads as they come by to complete lap number 1. It's Green who leads then from Charlie Powell in second, Callum Walker in third. Paul Cooper gets inside as they go to the back straight once again. Red flag is out, red flag is out. We've got 2 riders down right in front of us. Red flags are out. So it looks like Graham Brown and Gareth Hickman have come to grief. Poor Gareth Hickman back to turn into the track, less than a lap and he's down on the floor there. His luck never seems to change at all there for Gareth Hickman. He's tangled up there with Graham Brown. So trying to untangle the bikes there between Gareth Hickman and Graham Brown. Didn't see what happened because we were concentrating on the leaders there, but certainly Gareth seems to have no luck at all.
Just got on.
We need to get these bikes off the track. If there's anything can help get these bikes off the track, they are still locked together. So if there's any machinery to help to get these bikes away, please.
Like it does after a while, the recall comes in, doesn't it?
Can the track wrecking crew please on the track? This bike's obviously Gareth's bike, the front wheel is completely gone, so they can get some help with that please. We await the decision on that race from the middle of the track. Is stopped in the interest of safety, will be rerun with the exclusion of rider number 17 Gareth Hickmott, the primary cause of the stoppage. Place, as did Luke Harris, so Jake Mulford again will face Luke Harris for the second time in 2 heats in this race number 12. Russell Little had a good ride in third place in his opening heat, so cracking race in race number 12, start of the second leg of the 250 solos. So coming along then for the start of the second leg of the 250, so where we go to a clean break, Jake Mulford lifting at the start, and that's allowed Luke Harris to get away. Harris leads Mulford on his shoulder, and Mulford goes round the outside of Harris. Harris comes again back up the inside. These two youngsters locked together for first and second place. Harris on the inside, Mulford round the outside, and it's Mulford who leads a complete lap number 1, and Harris holding that second. Little is in third, Shipley is in 4, Graham Thomas in 5, Gearing is in 6, that's a 6, and Jake Mulford again has got the measure of Luke Harris at the moment as they go in that top corner on lap number 2. Tremendous start for the youngster. This is only his second forward old Grasstrack. It's Mulford who leads then from Harris holding that second place position. These two getting away from Little who's got the third. Shipley in 4, Thomas is in 5, Gearing in 6, that's the 6. They start to spread out now as Mulford's getting away from Harris in that race for first and second. At the top corner once again, spectacular action to Jake Mulford as he throws it out of that corner once again. Leads on to 4 then, Mulford leads then, but Harris holding that second place position. It's still Little who's got the third, and Shipley in 4. Thomas obviously not on a strange fight back there in 5th place, the former champion, as Jake Mulford roars into that top corner for the follow time. He's going to win this by the proverbial mile and beats Luke Harris for the second time this afternoon. Mulford wins it. Harris gets the second. Going to be tied for third, tied for 4th and 5th. As Little comes across the line in 3rd. Shipley just hangs on to 4. Thomas is in 5. Gearing in 6th place. Race 12 is on to win the number 72, Jake Mulford. Second number 26, Luke Harris. And third number 91, Russell Little. 129. 314, who was actually riding number 22, but it was 314, and then 23. Back to race 11, the rerun of the 500 solo support. so we haven't got Gareth Hickmott nor Graham Brown. I think both machines were extensively damaged in that clash when they came together. Where they go, and again Callum Walker making a good start. Charlie Powell's got away. Paul Cooper making a move through on the inside, and Cooper gets inside Powell. Powell again trying to get back round the outside as they roll in that top corner the first time. Inches apart of Powell and Cooper, and Powell back round the edge of Cooper. Cooper comes again back up the inside. They touch coming out of that corner, and Cooper dropped back inside Powell. Powell again back round the outside. Walker holds that third place, and Cooper under pressure from Powell. They're shoulder to shoulder going in that top corner once again. It's Cooper leads then from Powell holding second. Walker's having a splendid ride there back in third place. They complete lap number 2 then. Cooper still leads from Powell in second. Walker's got the third. Green is in 4. Sturgeon in 5. Mears in 6, after 6 they go up the back straight. Once again Paul Cooper's got 2 bikes on Charlie Powell now at the top corner. Once again they both throw it into that top corner. Cooper's gone really wide. Can Powell get through on the inside? No, Cooper's got the speed back round the outside, and Cooper leads him on the last lap then. But Powell holding second. Walker's got the third. Green definitely getting closer in 4th place. Halfway up the back straight on lap number 4 in a super feed of 500s in the support classes. Cooper leads going in that top corner for the final time, and Paul Cooper wins the run of the support class. Second is Charlie Powell. Callum Walker gets a third. Stephen Green in 4th. Martin Sturgeon 5. Stuart Mears in 6th place. Race number 11 resolved to win for number 11 Paul Cooper. Second number 92 Charlie Powell, and third number 47 Callum Walker, who gets a warning for being outside the markers. Warning for number 47. 66, 15 and 41. Over the page we go then to the second heat of the 250 solos. N&E Surfacing are the sponsors of the 250s. Hagen Shocks the sponsors of the 350s. We thank them very much for their sponsorship. So we've got then Henry Atkins won his opening ride. Charlie Brooks will be desperate for points, having been excluded in his first. The same applies to Martin Hollinsby and George Fenner. Chris Still had a good ride. Phil Thomas now will be back on the number 22 machine that was previously ridden by Graham Thomas. Away we go then with the start of the second heat of the 250. Phil Thomas has made a crackerjack start, but Henry Atkins has gone through on the inside. And Lee Bassett making his move round. Charlie Brooks making his move round the outside to go through in the second place. Brooks made a dreadful start, but already got through into second as Atkins leads then from Brooks holding second. Still has got the third. Thomas is in 4. Fenner is in 5. Cook is in 6. That's a 6. They go up the back straight once again then. Atkins is the clear leader. Hollinsby pulls out the race. That's 2 no-scoring rides there for Martin Hollinsby in the first 2 heats of the 250s. And Atkins has the clear leader, being chased by Brooks in second place. They're getting away from Stillers in third, coming under pressure from Phil Thomas in 4th place. Who watch the leaders going up that back straight once again. It's Atkins who still leads then from Brooks holding that second place position. Stillers in third. Thomas again getting closer in 4th, and Brooks winds on again going into that top corner. He's closed the gap again on Henry Atkins, who leads him on to 4 then. Atkins looking for 2 to 2 in the heats of the 250s. Brooks is just a couple of bikes down now as they go up the back straight for the following time. The pressure's on Henry Atkins now because Brooks is closing the gap again going up that back straight. Just 2 bikes between them as they throw it into the top corner on lap number 4. Atkins on the inside. Brooks trying to come right round the outside, but Atkins picks up the winning ride. Brooks gets the second place position. Tied for 3rd and 4th. Phil Thomas having to go around the outside. Chris Still in a good race for 3rd and 4th places. Leave that one to the lap scorers for 3rd and 4th. Then George Fenner and Gary Cook. Race 13 and a win for number 29, Henry Atkins. Second, number 16, Charlie Brooks. And third, number 76, Chris Still. 22, 116. Race 14, delete number 42. Neil Taylor won his opening ride. Ollie Stanford got a good second place, and David Knowles was 4th in his opening race. Another intriguing heat of 250s. Neil Taylor won the first time out. David Knowles will be looking to improve upon his first outing. It can well be the two to watch in this race. Number 14 up for the tape to where they go. Neil Taylor's got away. Ollie Stanford's got away as well. And where's David Knowles? He was last away. Dreadful start and David Knowles, but look at him go for the pack. He's moved through in the second place on the shoulder of Neil Taylor. Now as they exit that top corner for the first time. It's Neil Taylor leads from David Knowles, who's come for nowhere to go through in the second place. Stanford has got the third. Knowles gets inside Taylor. Taylor trying to come back round the edge, so they're locked together going up the back straight, and Taylor gets back round the edge of Knowles. Knowles comes again back up the inside, but Taylor again back round the outside, half a bike between them. We hit that top corner on lap number 2. It's Taylor leads. Knowles again trying to find a way through on the inside, but Taylor holds him at bay. Taylor leads then for Knowles holding second place. Taylor on the inside. Knowles trying to sweep right round the outside of that top corner, but still Taylor 2 bikes up as they got the back straight once again. Taylor leads then for Knowles in second. Stanford has got the third. Colin Howard's in fourth place. Still a good scrap going on for first and second again. David Knowles trying to come right round the outside of Neil Taylor as they move it on to 4 this time. Then Taylor by a bike for Knowles holding second place. Taylor's gone wide. Knowles has gone even wider. He'll try and cut it back for the inside run. There's half a bike between them going up the back straight on lap number 4. Neil Taylor looking to make it to the 2 and the heats, the 250. David Knowles right round the outside of that top corner. Can he get the speed to get round Taylor? A race for the line. It's Neil Taylor wins it. Second is David Knowles. Ollie Stanford picks up the third. Colin Howe is in 4th. Sells is in 5. Dismore in 6th place. Good action again in race number 14, won by number 173 Neil Taylor. Second number 64 David Knowles, and third number 11 Ollie Stanford. 34, 78 and 182. Moving on then to race number 15 of the Good Eating Prospect with Paul Hurry and Mark Giles both in action in this race number 15. We think it's Gareth Hickmott's still shoes over here on the finishing line, so if somebody would like to come and collect it, thank you. Both Mark Giles and Paul Hurry picking up second places in their first outing. They can well be the two to watch in this start of the second leg of the 350s. Away they go then. Paul Hurry's going to make the super start there. Mark Giles very slow away again indeed. It's Paul Hurry who leads going in that top corner for the first time. Ashcroft has got the second. Looks like Giles in third. We'll pick them out as they come by for the first time. It's Hurry who's still in the mark. The front Ashcroft holds that second. Giles trying to get... Oh, and Giles has clipped the back wheel there of Ashcroft, and somebody's put it down as well. Mark Giles, one of the safest riders on the track, was just about to make a move round the outside of Ryan Ashcroft and clipped his back wheel. Fennsmith did very, very well indeed to get it thrown down there. Well done to Fennsmith, was very close and did extremely well to get that thrown down, but at the moment Mark Giles has not moved. So a very competitive race number 16 comes up the line then. So revving up on the line, away we go in. Barry Powell making a good start. Tom Perry's got away. And who's that got away with him? Andrew Whittaker's got away with him. Perry gets a corner first. Whittaker's in second place. Bob Finlow's in third. Barry Fowler's in fourth place. That's the top 4. Can put in lap number 1 then. Perry leads from Whittaker in second. Finlow in third. Fowler's in 4. Peters is in 5. Leeds in 6. Crutchington in 7. They got the back straight. Once again it's Perry who leads them, being chased by Whittaker in second. These two getting away from Finlow, has got the third with Powell in fourth place. Andrew Whittaker chasing after Tom Perry now as they complete lap number 2, but still Perry has the advantage. Whittaker holds that second place, and Finlow has got the third. Whittaker trying to find the line to run into Perry, but Perry's too quick round the outside, and Perry again pulls away going up the straight, but that's where Whittaker's quick, diving into that top corner, making a move on Tom Perry now coming out of the corner as Perry boys mid-track. Whittaker again trying to get back round the outside, moving on to lap 4 this time then. Perry the leader, but Whittaker in second, Finlow is in third, Powell's in 4, halfway up the back straight on lap number 4, and Tom Perry seems to have the measure of Andrew Whittaker this time, so Whittaker going to be beaten for the first time this afternoon as the defending champion makes it 2-2. Second one of the afternoon for Tom Perry. Andrew Whittaker gets the second, a wide ride in Finlow comes across the line in third, Powell is in 4, Peter's going to come across the line in 5, Cutchington 6 leads in 7th place. Race number 16 result, a win for number 1, Tom Perry. Second number 17, Andrew Whittaker. And third number 6, Rob Finlow, who gets an official warning there to Rob Finlow, rider number 6. 821, 37, 176 and number 3. We now go back then to the restart of race 15. Where we go in the rerun race number 15, Paul Hurry making a good start. Ron Ashcroft has got away in second place. Ben Smith is in third. Whiteman Jr. is in 4. And these 4 already started the march over the 5th place rider as they come by us for the first time. It's Paul Hurry with the advantage in for the wide riding Ashcroft, who's got the second. Ben Smith making his move around the outside, trying to go round the outside. Ashcroft to go for the second place. Ashcroft hangs on. Ben Smith again back round the outside to retake that second place. As Hurry's cleared the front, and Ashcroft trying to get back inside Ben Smith. Ben Smith again winds it on round the outside of that top corner to retake that second place. This Hurry's totally in control of the front then. Ben Smith holds his second. Ashcroft is in third. Whiteman Jr. is in 4. Waterfield is in 5 as they go up the back straight once again. Paul Hurry really getting away in this rerun race number 15 then. Ben Smith having a good ride in second place. He's pulling away from Ashcroft in third as the last lap flag comes out then for the former champion. Cleared the front. But Ben Smith holding second. Ashcroft has got the third. Whiteman Jr. in 4. Waterfield is in 5 as Paul Hurry halfway up the back straight for the final time, going to pick up the winning ride in restarted race number 15. It's Paul Hurry who wins race number 15. Second place goes to Jamie Smith. Third is Ryan Ashcroft. Fourth, Paul Whiteman Jr. Fifth place is Glenn Waterfield. Race 15 result, to win for number 86, Paul Hurry. Second, number 32, Jamie Smith. And third, number 45, Ryan Ashcroft. Fourth, number 82. Rider 192 is excluded for twice being in the runoff area. Rider 192 excluded. I'll be going now to race number 17, delete number 83. So coming to line then for race number 17, the last of the second leg of each for the 350 solos. Away we go then, Mark Taylor making a good start, and Dave Mears has got away as well as Dave Mears leads going up the back straight. Steve Tidwell also made a good start, he's in third place at the moment as Mears leads, Edmund Taylor in second, Tidwell is in third, Hodson is in 4, Neil in 5, Dowling in 6, up to 6 they completely open it. Mears leads it then, but Taylor in second, Tidwell in third, Hodson in 4, Neil in 5, Dowling is in 6, they go up the back straight for the second time. The top two getting away as Hodson gets inside Tidwell to move through into third place. Mears leads then and Taylor can't seem to close the gap in second place at the moment. They complete lap number 2 then. There's the clear leader, and Taylor Hall in second place. Hobson's now moved through in the third. Neil's got inside Tidewell, rather go through into fourth. Tidewell again back round the outside, but can't get back past, and Neil almost gets inside Hobson and went really wide up on that pits corner as Mears is clear at the front then, and Taylor Hall in second. Hodgson has got the third and Neil's hunting him down for that third place pitch as Dave Mears leads him on the last lap then. Taylor holds that second place. Hodgson has got the third. Neil is in fourth. Dowling is in 5. We've lost Steve Tidewell on that last lap as Dave Mears leads going into the top corner for the follow time, and that's the last qualifying heat in the second round of the 350s. Dave Mears gets the winning ride. Second place goes to Mark Taylor. Neil again having to go at Hodgson. A good race for third and fourth places. Race for the line. Hodgson gets third, Neil is in fourth, Dowling in fifth place. Race 17 result to win for number 19, Dave Mears. Second number 170, Mark Taylor, and third number 53, Jody Hodgson. 137-280. Over the page we go then to race 19, start of the second leg of the 500 sidecars. These of course sponsored by Roxwell Autos. So Josh Goodwin, impressive winner first time out. Simon Beard got a second place at his opening ride. Sean Harvey also got a second place, and Sean Hughes picked up a third place in his first outing. In fact, we stop on the page for race 18 first, moved the page too far, apologies for that. Race 18, Mitch Godden, impressive winner first time out. Natasha Barkley, Dan Berwick, Aaron Vale, Phil Rowlands, and James Hartley and Shane Mahinahan come in to replace Scott Dunn. So coming to line then for race number 18. Up for the tapes, away they go then. Phil Rowlands making a good start. Mitch Godden has completely missed the side in third place. He now goes through into second as they go in the top corner for the first time. Then look, they've only got 4 crews come out for this particular heat of the 500. Mitch Godden is at the front then. He's clear then from Bales have gone for the second. Rowlands is in third. Bartlett is in fourth place. That's the 4 as they go up the back straight once again. Then Mitch Godden now starting to pull away at the front. Then Bale holds that second place. Rowlands has got the third. Natasha Bartlett is in fourth place and looking at that third place of Phil Rowlands on the exit from that top corner. Godden's getting away at the front. Looks behind him to see Bale holding that second place. Rowlands has still got the third again. Natasha Bartlett looking for that third place of Phil Rowlands trying the inside this time, but Rowlands again sweeps back round the outside to retake the third place position. As at the front, Godden's getting farther and farther away then from Bale, who holds that second place position. On to 4 they go then. Godden clear them, but Bale holding second. Barker's finally got 2 on the into Rowlands. They touch there as they go into that pits corner for the front on Rowlands, trying to come back round the edge of Barker. The main action for third and fourth places, but Barker's making his stick for third place. Rowlands will try again round the outside of the final corner. Mitch Godden's going to make it 2 to 2 in the heats of the 500. Godden gets the winning ride. Bale picks up the second. Barker is in third. Rowlands in fourth place. Race 18 result, win the number 2 Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. Second number 152 Aaron and Stephen Vale, and third number 65 Natasha Bartlett, Kim Kemper. They get an official warning for being outside the markers. That's an official warning for number 65. fourth in that race, 886. We now go on to race 19. Josh Goodwin winner first time out. Simon Beard got a second. Sean Harvey got a second, and Hughes picked up a third place. So an intriguing heat comes up, race number 19. So they start to assemble then for race number 19. Should be a very competitive race. So coming to line in for this race number 19. So the 6 crews ready, starter moves away. Being held up for a time. Salmon Beard's made a cracking start, and so has James Hogg got away as well, whereas Josh Goodwin making a move around the outside. Didn't make the best of starts, but he's hit the front going into that top corner. Simon Beard has got the second. Sean Harvey, another dreadful start, having to work his way to the back as they complete the opening lap there. Goodwin leads Edmund Beard in second. Hogg has got the third. Harvey trying to get round the edge of Hogg to move, and the third place goes round the edge of Hogg, and Beard trying to get inside Goodwin, 2 separate races. And here comes Hughes, who's getting the rider making a bad start up to 4th place, and look at that 3rd place of Sean Hughes. And as Goodwin leads Edmund Beard in second, Harvey has got the 3rd. Hughes trying to get round Harvey to move to in the 3rd place. Tremendous stop for 3rd place, and Hughes has got the speed to get back round the edge of Harvey to move from the 3rd place. Harvey again trying to get back through on the inside, but Hughes is too quick round the outside. As Goodwin leads Edmund Beard in second, Hughes has got the 3rd. Harvey's back to 4th place. Hogg is in 5 as they make their way through. Could start the last lap this time. Goodwin's gone wide, but Beard hasn't got the speed to get through on the inside then. Goodwin leads Edmund Beard in second. Hughes has got the 3rd. Harvey again trying to get back inside Hughes, but Hughes again sweeps back round the outside to retake that 3rd place position. Beard's closing up on Goodwin, going into the top corner for the final time, and Harvey's having to go round the house of Hughes as they race for the line. Goodwin makes it 2-2. Beard gets another 2nd place. Hughes in 3rd. Harvey is in 4th. Hogg in 5. Neem in 6th place. Super action in race number 19. Race 19 result, to win for number 3 Josh Goodwin, Liam Brown, their 2nd of the afternoon. 2nd number 4 Simon Beard and Sam Heath, and 3rd number 77 Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett, who get an official warning. That's an official warning to crew number 77. Then 72, 73 and number 11. Race 20, start of the 2nd leg of the left-handers, delete number 25. These of course sponsored by Electronics. So race 20, Will Penford of course won his opening ride. So the crew is assembling then for race 20. Will Penfold won his opening ride. Tommy Penfold got a 2nd. Tom Penfold got a 3rd. So he's got the 5 crews on the line, and away they go. Bit of a ragged start, but they all eventually get away. Will Penfold not particularly quick away, but he's gone through on the inside. He's gone through from third is second, and Tom Penfold has followed him round the outside line. Tom Penfold trying to get through on the inside. Will Penfold, these two locked together on the exit from that top corner, but Tom Penfold's gone round Will Penfold, and it's Tom Penfold leads them, but Will Penfold holding that second place. 67 has now gone through into third place. That's the top three as they make their way up the backs for a lap number 2 then. Tommy Penfold leads them, and Will Penfold holding that second place position. Tom Penfold's back in fourth place and looking to go through into third place. So a bit of a surprise in this heat of the left-handers then, as it's still Tommy Penfold clear from Will Penfold holding that second place position. These two getting away. Tom Penfold has now gone through into third place, relegating 67 to 4. So it's Tommy Penfold clear then, but Will Penfold in second. Tom Penfold is in third. So it's a Penfold 1, 2, 3 at the moment as they come out of that top corner with the last lap flag being made ready. Then Will Penfold trying to get through on the inside of Tommy Penfold. Tommy Penfold on the inside right now. Will Penfold trying to get back round the outside. The other Penfold holds third with 67 in fourth place. Coming, and Tommy Penfold's virtually come to a stop going on our back straight, and that's allowed Will Penfold to hit the front. So I don't quite know what happened there to Tommy Penfold. He virtually came to a stop halfway up that back straight on lap number 4. So Will Penfold makes it 2 to 2. Tommy Penfold gets a second. Tom Penfold is in third. Berwick is in fourth. Sullivan in fifth place in eventful race number 20. An eventful race number 20 won by number 22 Will Penfold, Ricky Pay. Second number 5 Tommy Penfold and Ryan Barker, and third number 96 Tom Penfold, William Naden. 68 and 67. Race 21, Rob Heath won his opening ride. The passenger for Billy Penfold is Will Offen. Looks like they're assembling then for race number 20, another heat of the left-handers. So away we go. Steve North has made a good start, but looks as if Heath have got away with Bournemouth in second place. North is in third, but North has now lost that third place as they go up into that top corner for the first time. It's Heath who leads them from Bournemouth holding the second place position. North has retaken the third. Heath the leader them from Bournemouth in second. North has got the third. Morris is in fourth place with Billy Penfold in 5. That's a 5, an equal distance between these 5 as they go up the back straight on lap number 2. Then it's Rob Heath looking to make it 2 to 2 in the heats of the left-handers. Bournemouth again holds that second place. North has got the third. Billy Penfold has now gone through into fourth place as North trying to come round the edge of Bournemouth in a good race for second and third. Heath leads them, but Bournemouth in second. North has got the third. Billy Penfold is in 4. Morris is in 5. Equal distance between the 5 again going, and Bournemouth has virtually come to a stop. Will hold in second place. Disaster there for Alex Bournemouth. He got a safe second. He's come to a stop. So North now goes through in the second place, and Billy Penfold moves up into third as Rob Heath is a clear leader onto the last lap. Then he's clear then. So North holding second. Billy Penfold is in third. Morris is in fourth. Again, equal distance between these 4s. They go up the back straight for the follow time. Billy Penfold closing down on North. He was holding third place, of course, in his first heading when he came to a stop. Billy Penfold making a move around the inside of that final corner, but Rob Heath's going to make it 2 to 2 in the heats of the left-handers. North picks up the second. Billy Penfold in third. Morris is in fourth place. Race 21 result. To win the number 18, Rob Heath, Carl Fish. Second number 193, Steve North Senior, Steve North Junior. And third 125, Billy Penfold and Will Offen. Fourth number 16. Race 22, the second heat, 500 solo support. we're on then for the second heat of the 500 solo support. Up for the tapes, they've all got away, and again it's Charlie Powell making a good start. Where's Paul Cooper? Stephen Green's got away this time. Paul Cooper is back in fourth place at the moment. Charlie Powell leads him going in that top corner. Sturgeon making a big move right round the outside as Stephen Green leads Charlie Powell again back round the outside. Powell leads Emma Green in second, Sturgeon in third. Cooper trying to get inside Sturgeon to go from the third place. Sturgeon again back round the outside. Cooper comes again to retake third place as Powell leads Emma Green holding second. Cooper's got the third. Sturgeon's in four. Walker is in five. That's the top five. Can put in lap number two. Powell the leader then, but Green in second. Cooper's about to make a move round the outside of that top corner, winding on round the edge of Stephen Green, but Green still just about holding that second place position as Powell leads Emma Green in second. Cooper again gives it everything on the inside of Stephen Green upon that top corner. Green's gone wide, a chance for Cooper to get through on the inside. No, Green is carrying too much speed at the moment as Powell leads Emma Green in second. Cooper's got inside. Green is trying to move through into second place. Green's coming back round the outside to retake the second place. You go blanket over the top three. Powell leads going into that top corner once again. He's gone wide. Green trying to get back through on the inside, and Cooper trying to go inside the pair of them as Powell leads Enton. Green in second. Cooper is in third. Sturgeon in four. Walker is in five. Brown in six. Mears in seventh place. Race number 22, win for number 92, Charlie Powell. Second number 66, Stephen Green. And third number 11, Paul Cooper. 15, who gets an official warning. That's an official warning for number 15, Martin Sturgeon. 47, 3 and 41. Race 23 then. Henry Atkins unbeaten at the moment. He rides in this. Luke Harris 2 second places so far. David Knowles needs a good ride this time, and Graham Thomas, we've had no notification to what bike Graham is going to be riding, but I know the main bike was carried off, but he'll either be on number 314 or will be 22 if his second bike has not been sorted out. So another good race in prospect, race number 23. We go then with the start of the third leg of the 250s. David Knowles has made the best start he's made all the afternoon. Red flag is out. Red flag is out. For the second time I'm asking, and it's David Knowles didn't make the best of starts. In fact, Graham Thomas has gone through on the inside, but David Knowles makes a move around the outside. Henry Atkins didn't make the best of start, but he's taking a wide line on the exit from the first corner to come into that corner in first place. Atkins leads him, but Knowles in second, Harris in third, Thomas is in four, Harris in five, Fenner in six, Dismore in seven, Hollins being eight. That's the 8th extreme at the back straight for the first time then. It's Atkins who leads him, but Knowles holding second place. Harris is starting to pack back the ground on David Knowles. A good race for second and third place as Atkins continues to dominate for the front, looking to make it through the 3 heats for the 250. 50s. Harris alongside Knowles now as they go in that pit corner on lap number 2. It's Atkins who leads them for Knowles in second, but Harris has got round the edge of Knowles to move through. Atkins has come to a stop. Henry Atkins has come to a stop, so drama in the start of the third leg of the 250 solos, and now Luke Harris is a clear leader now as they move it on to 4 this time then. Harris leads then for Knowles in second, Thomas has got the third, Harris in 4, Fenner is in 5, going up the back straight for the follow time. Luke Harris is going to pick up his first heat win of the afternoon. He's clear from David Knowles in second, good race going on for third and fourth place. We lost Graham Thomas as well. Graham Thomas has come to a stop as well while holding third place as Harris wins it. Second is David Knowles, still a good race on for third and fourth places. Who's going to snatch the third place? It's just coming out from George Fenner, followed by Giles Dismore and Hollinsby. So drama of all sorts there in what could be a vital race. Number 6, Henry Atkins, looking to make it 3 out of 3, came to a stop halfway up the back straight, and on the exit from the corner, more problems there for poor old Graham Thomas. He got a safe third place, and he's come to a stop as well. Right, a dramatic race, number 23, won by number 26, Luke Harris, who gets a warning for Luke Harris there, official warning. So he wins it. Second, number 64, David Knowles, and third, number 34, Colin Howe. 116, 182, and 27. And so all sorts of drama there in race number 23. Race number 4, Charlie Brooks will be desperate for points here, so will Phil Thomas. Neil Taylor also unbeaten at the moment in race number 24, and with Henry Atkins is suffering that engine failure. If Neil Taylor were to win this one, he would go top of the leaderboard after 3 heats of the 250s. Number 24, where they go. Neil Taylor making a good start. Charlie Brooks has got away, and Brooks leads them, but Neil Taylor in second. Looks like Phil Thomas in third. Little trying to make a way through on the inside to go through into third place position as Charlie Brooks leads the race for the first time this afternoon, being chased by Neil Taylor there in second place. Little has got the third, Thomas in 4, Cook is in 5, Gearing in 6, and Charlie Brooks starting to get away at the front, then going up the back straight once again. Neil Taylor being headed for the first time this afternoon. Brooks is consolidating his lead at front. Taylor's got that second and coming under pressure now for that second place position, complete in lap number 2. Brooks the clear leader, but Taylor holding second. Little has got the third. Phil Thomas trying to get that third place. Good race good on for third and fourth places as Brooks is getting away at the front. Taylor holds that second. Little in third. Phil Thomas is in 4. Gearing's up to 5. Relegating Cook to 6 as the last lap flag comes out there. But Charlie Brooks getting much needed points, but looks like he's going to win this heat. He's clear from Taylor, going to be beaten for the first time this afternoon. He holds second. Little looks behind him. He's pulling away from Phil Thomas that race for third and fourth. Gearing is in 5, Cook in 6 as Charlie Brooks into the pit top corner for the final time in race number 24. Charlie Brooks gets his first race win of the afternoon. Second place goes to Neil Taylor. Third place is going to be Russell Little. Fourth is Phil Thomas. Good scrap going on for fifth and sixth places. Gearing comes fifth, Cook in sixth place. Race number 24 is a win for number 16, Charlie Brooks. Second, number 173, Neil Taylor. And third, number 91, Russell Little. 22, 23, and number 6.